Our strawberry bed was a little overgrown, and I had to dive into some of the issues that was happening with it while I was clearing out some of the overgrown plants and making space for the good ones. I wanted to make sure I was saving the right ones. So I found these 7 most common strawberry plant diseases. But the main reason they happen is because of too much water. I was watering mine at night, bad idea. But, anyways, too much water is a bad thing, and you want to water them in the morning. Too many berries, so a crowded canopy, that's also not a good thing because then it doesn't dry out and it makes it so the mold and funguses have more moisture to grow. And then if you're not reviving the soil, you're not giving the strawberry roots the nutrients they need to survive. So that just makes them more susceptible to pathogens. So making sure that you apply more fertilizer, worm castings, things like that to rejuvenate the soil is a good thing as well. So gray mold on your strawberries is one of the problems. That's usually when there's not enough airflow, too much moisture, and the berries touching the ground. So you want to thin the leaves and use a good mulch like straw to keep it off the ground. You can also spray neem oil to keep it down. Leaf spot, this is what was going on in our patch, and you can trim those affected leaves. This one's pretty badly affected, so you might want to pull the whole plant, but otherwise you can just kind of trim some of those leaves off. Um, Verticillum wilt is another issue. This one kills more of the plant. This one's more important for those really affected ones. You just take them completely out to try and stop the spread. Um, Powdery mildew is another issue. This one's usually from too much moisture, not enough airflow again. Um, Anthracnose causes more issues on the berry, causing kind of some sunken spots like this. Pick the affected fruit, and try to use soaker hoses to water your berries. That helps a lot. Um, Fusarium wilt is another one that generally affects large swaths, so you want to get that out right away. It's causing a wilt within the plant, so it looks like the plant's dying from the middle out. Some fungicides to help if you think you have this problem: neem oil, um, copper. Herbicides are organic, so that one helps against leaf spot and blight. Sulfur type of herbicides also organic, and those can prevent fungal spore germination. You can also treat with healthy fungus and bacteria. Bacillus is one of those. So those are all kind of some natural disease treatments that I'm trying in addition to thinning out the bed. Um, Daily habits that help prevent disease, water early so the leaves have time to dry out. It has time to dry out throughout the day so the fungus has less time to grow. Make sure your plants are spaced appropriately. That keeps the humidity down in there, makes it so air can flow through. And the last thing is when you fertilize, nitrogen is healthy in small amounts, but too much makes there be a whole bunch of leafy growth, and that's good for pests and diseases. So we don't want that. So here's kind of when to prune versus when to pull. So if just small amounts are affected, as you can see that leaf right there is affected, just trim the leaf. But if the whole plant looks bad, take the plant out. Again, how do we prevent these? Water early, encourage airflow, use mulch, keep the berries off the soil, and don't overdo it on nitrogen. So I hope you found this helpful. It really helped me in rejuvenating my beds and kind of getting them back to what they need to be.